guys, welcome to another exciting episode of the Goldiva Fab Show. On today's episode, I am super excited to be meeting this man and having him on this show. If you guys love what I am wearing, you are gonna love him even more. I have the one and only Mr. Kwame Koranteng on the show today. So you do not want to miss that. And we're also going to be talking about Africanprint on the Fashion Fab segment with my co-host, Kizzy. But coming up next is the red carpet. Take a look. I'm talking about, I actually love his design, and I grew up I wouldn't say grow up, but I looked up to him so much even before getting into the fashion industry. Talking about the one and only Kwame Koranteng. I had to make sure I get the name right. Yeah. How are you? It's so exciting to see you.
Thank you.
Wow, and you're so humble and just so down to earth. You know, before I met you, I've always heard Kwame Koranteng, and I'm thinking it's this massive, major person. And I met you, and you're so down to me. You're hello. I'm wow. So is that that's what you are?
Yes, though. That's how I was brought up. You know what? My dad always used to tell me that the more humble you are, the more God will lift you up. So
wow.
All my life I've been like this. And it's helped me a lot.
That's really good. I mean, we know you for the bespoke suits that you do, which is not nonetheless. But who is Kwame Koranteng outside of that? I feel I want to know the man behind all this fabulosity.
Kwame Koranteng was born in Ghana, raised in Ghana, came to the UK about 12 years ago. And Kwame's just a designer.
Okay.
Just a normal person, a family man. Yeah.
Okay, so speaking of the designing aspect of it, how did you get into designing? How did it all get started?
Okay, I think the whole inspiration was from my dad.
Okay.
When I was young, my dad was a teacher. He was a head teacher, and back in the days, they used to wear this short sleeve suit. That time it was called the political suit. It was worn by the politicians.
Okay.
And my dad used to wear it all the time to school, and I was the one who used to iron them.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anytime we dress up, he used to ask me, Kwame, how do I look? And I always told him that you look really smart. So he made me develop that interest for suits.
Okay.
Yeah. And I remember I had my first one when I was, I think when I was 14 or 13, yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I had my first suit made. My dad had one for himself, and he had the little version which is for me.
For you, wow. Okay, yeah. Wow, that sounds great. So obviously that means starting from a very young age, you knew what you wanted to do as to designing.
Yeah. I wanted to be a designer, but my dad wanted me to be an accountant.
There's always that. Come on, we all know the African parents. Is it that doctor, lawyer, accountant? You have to be one of those. Yeah,
you can't just be a
designer. But time has changed, though. So
Yeah.
I mean, moving on from back then to now, I'm sure even you would go it's best that you are a designer rather than accountant. Okay, all right, great. And when you started out designing, did you say specifically I wanted to design just suits? Because I mean, we know that's what you do.
Yeah.
Was it just like, okay, you know what, this is what I wanted to design because this is like one of the first love that I grew up like liking?
Yeah. Actually, I wanted to go into menswear because I loved suits. So I started by drawing suits, like the actual pattern, cutting it, and cutting fabrics at a very young age.
Oh, wow.
Then it made me, I think, I would say my dad really made me go into menswear.
Oh, wow.
Because the way he used to wear suits and the way he used to look smart. So I had that passion. So even when the time that I became a designer, I wanted to go into menswear.
Okay.
Yeah.
And obviously from the suits, you've obviously expanded is a
Expanded
lot
on
more
the
than
ladies'
now,
wear, yeah.
which I forgot I said earlier on. Like obviously I am wearing one of the ladies collection. This one I have to say is like the most beautiful thing I've ever put on.
amazing, yeah.
I am not taking this off for nothing. Like I am not taking it off. So I'm going to wear this for like probably a week. Until like, this is amazing. I mean, what is the
great.
concept behind this?
Okay.
Moving from men's fashion and going into the ladies and not just suits, but, you know, with all of this.
Yeah. What happened was, I was doing the men's collection and a lot of ladies do ask a lot of questions. I mean, why don't you do ladies as well? Because we too want to look smart like men. And I said to myself, I can do it, but it's just I wanted to go into men's wear. But now I'm doing both men and women.
Okay.
And this one, the whole inspiration
With this.
is from Africa. Because these fabrics are amazing, and I said to myself, Kwame, you being a Ghanaian, Africa's my root. That's where I was born and raised. And we've got this amazing prints, so why don't you come out with something?
And use it.
Yeah.
I was just going to get into that because obviously your suits are built around prints.
Yeah.
I mean, we have like a normal standard suit that everyone does, but what stands out your suit is the fact that you incorporate African print into them. How did that obviously come together, bring that you see a suit and then you decide to incorporate the African fabrics in it?
Okay. I think I went to an exhibition.
Okay.
And a friend of mine who is a designer as well, John, he had a collection in the prints. And he's not from Ghana, he's not from Africa, he's English guy. So he gave me a few pieces to make some waistcoats for him.
Okay.
So I made the waistcoats and they were so amazing. But John's one, they were all just in print. All the suits were in print. But one thing about print is it looks a bit busy. So if you have a whole suit in print, it looks too much. So I said to myself, so why don't you do a patchwork of the suit? And so I did a patchwork. So some of them, they've got a full cuff with the lapels and the collar. And I did the first one and it was amazing. The response was great. Then it started from there. Yeah.
So do you think you would ever, I mean, apart from the African print, you also do, I've seen some other ones that you do, like with the tartan, that's what I was going to say, with the tartan and things like that. I mean, they're still close to like the print, but they're just a bit more formal and modernized. Yeah. Would you ever like think about doing a standard suit without the print? I know the print is what put it in there.
No, I've got so many standard suits without the print.
See, I didn't know that.
The first collection that my black and white collection, it's all full black and white.
Okay.
And some of them are plain without anything. It's just the details on the jacket.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I always say it's the little details that makes the biggest difference. It's the little things on it. Personally, I don't like a plain suit. I don't want to have like something plain.
Yeah, I mean it's just very formal, like that's what you wear to work.
But
with this is like it's taking a whole box out of the form. I mean, they're still suits, they're formal, but then you can play with it. I can see myself wearing this on a red carpet, like things like that, because it's just so like exciting. I mean, speaking of that, I wanted to say, what are like your customer base? Obviously, you have your, I would say, like being from Africa, you obviously that's your target customers. Yeah. But in terms of expanding, what would you say your customer base is like?
Okay, I sell more to English people.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think that shows the love of, like, we were just talking the other day, how African print is like become such a like a
Now
word
it's taking
thing.
over, you know, it's taking over. All the top brands, they're all using it. They're all doing it.
They find it exciting as well. It's like, what is that? You know, so
and
I can
love
imagine.
the colours, you know, the colours in there. It's amazing.
Okay, speaking of colors, I love colors. Everyone that knows me knows, like, I am like the most person that wear colors. I love colors. So, with that being said, if you're to like expand your business, like taking it like to another level, what other things would you want to incorporate apart from what you already do right now?
No, I'm doing the cufflinks. These are my
You
own.
actually do them? Oh my God!
Yeah.
It says Kwame Koranteng.
Yeah,
Wow,
yeah.
that is
Yeah,
amazing.
that's
So
the
basically, you're not just coming for the suit anymore. We're coming for the whole look now.
I'm doing the accessories now. I'm
It
doing
needs to be
the...
shoes, socks, your hat, your glasses, because this is your look. I was just gonna get into that. I was just gonna get into that.
The next thing that I'm doing now, I'm doing the men's socks as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I'm doing the socks, I'm doing the men's bags as well. You know, the traveling bags and the little wallets.
Yeah. I think that would be amazing, because I was just gonna get to be like going to your personal style. I think every time I've seen you, you've always been in like suits, and not just in suits, in your own collection.
Yeah.
You know what they say about repping your brand? I think you take that to another level. You
that's
rep
the
your
thing.
brand so well,
That's the thing.
and you're always in suits. So which lead me to, do you wear anything else outside of suits?
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen it. Although every time I've seen you, it's always been like an event, formal, and things like
because
that.
normally when I'm going to work,
Yeah.
I just get my photo, like my t-shirt, my jeans on. A lot of people say that. The moment they see me in jeans, they're like,
I don't think I would
this is the first
recognize
time.
you. I don't think I would even stop to say, oh, that's Kwame. I don't think I will.
People say that a lot. Like, anytime they see me in jeans. But when I'm in the studio, I'm always in suit, because you got to look presentable to welcome the customers. And you know, most of the suits that I wear, I sell them very quick than the ones that our people say.
I know, because I think like that's the best way to sell. When people see on you, they go like, they already imagine it being on themselves, and then they just kind of take it. Okay, speaking of that, obviously you just said about, I know you've designed for quite a lot. You know, Pauline Long is like the face of your brand, which is major. But what celebrity right now in the world would you say you would like to get your suit on and just like style and say, I want to?
I would love
Apart
to.
from me, really, because you already made that happen today. You made it happen.
I would love to dress this guy, Denzel Washington.
Wow, I think you will look amazing in your
it's
suit.
physique.
It is, and the way he carries himself as well, I can see him just going like, Kwame Koranteng. Like, that would be amazing. So, Mr. Denzel Washington, if you're watching this right now,
definitely,
please, Kwame Koranteng. And lastly, for people who might be watching right now, we know your suits. Obviously, people come to you, they get measured, it's made to order, the bespoke. For people that might just obviously maybe want to do like, I don't know, do you do personal styling and things like that with your collection?
Well.
Okay. So that's a service that you offer to like anyone?
I start weddings, I start video shoots, music videos.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I would say I can style anything.
Anything, okay.
And recently I did I started the gym scene for Glam Africa. It was featured in the Glam Africa magazine.
The gym?
Yeah, it was a gym scene. So we had about three models.
Okay, were they dressed in suits in the gym?
No.
Because I was about to, how is that going to work? That would be a way to go out of the box, isn't it? And sit in the gym.
People think of it, Kwame, that's always
sit.
He's always in suit.
I think we need to let people know you do more than just suit.
Not just in suit. And I think maybe I'm going to start wearing more of my casual wear.
Yes, I think that would be amazing to see. I think next time I see you, let's just do something, and I want to see you in casual. We can do this, Or
what we can do, I can just take the jacket off, then
you can just be
just
casual.
have a shirt.
That's it. Wow, that's amazing. So guys, if you want to find out more about Kwame, you know, obviously check on the website. You know, just Google Kwame Koranteng. Like, it doesn't get no better than that. It's everywhere. Wow, thank you so much for being on the show. This is amazing. And thank you for my lovely kiss.
You're looking great.
I do, I know. All right, guys, that is it for this segment. Make sure you stay tuned.
Hello everyone, my name is Kwame Koranteng and I'm the head designer for Kwame Koranteng Bespoke Tailoring. Today I'm on the Goldiva Fab show. And the question is how to stand out your brand as a fashion designer. Personally, I would say Kwame Koranteng Bespoke tailoring stand out due to the colors that I use. I'm a very colorful person, and not only that, I'm somebody that listens to advice a lot, because one person alone can't do everything, but I listen to people, then I work on it. And one thing too that I would say to any upcoming designer is believe in yourself. Self-belief is very important, and be ready to listen to people who are already in the business, because every business that you come across has certain secrets that the people who are in the business already, they know it. So you be ready to listen to advice, and be ready to take the advice and work on it. Even if it's not the right advice to you, take it, sit down and think about it, and I think it will help you a lot. And lastly, I will say, whatever you are doing, don't think outside the box, because you know yourself, you know what you can do. People out there will discourage you, but you know what you can do. So believe in yourself, like I said before, and work on it. And with God, all things are possible. I believe in God, and I know if you do that, it will help you as well. Thank you.
Welcome back to the Fashion Fab with me, Goldiva, and my gorgeous co-host, Akize.
I'm back again. It's always a pleasure to sit down here and
I'm feeling some type of way, and you know why I'm feeling some type
of way. I can see you're rocking this lovely outfit, huh?
And I can see you as well, Mr. Plush Styles.
Yeah.
Like Plush Styles and Kwame Koranteng. Like,
good combination.
I think I just made a secret. I don't know that. It's so good, isn't it? Like, honestly, how amazing are the suits? Like, we have to talk about this.
Well, this guy is splendid in his work. He's very, very good. I think you guys should try him out.
And you know, I just noticed as well, we're actually matching.
Yeah.
It's almost like I think we should do like a photo shoot.
No, Mr. and
like,
Mrs. Smith.
Send out an invite or something like that. No, but this is amazing. But then,
lovely.
Lead us to what we're talking about today.
African prints.
You don't get no better than this.
Yeah.
Like, it's so funny because we didn't even plan this, and it just so happened.
I just walked into the studio and I saw you wearing the same.
Kwame Koranteng. Like, he did hook up, like, yeah. But guys, today we are going to be talking about African prints. And when I say African print, we all know African print is major. When I say major,
it's taking the fashion world. Let's put it that way. It's taking off over the fashion world, and African prints has evolved so dramatically, so beautifully, that every top brand nowadays are using African prints, and it's really, really lovely.
Okay. With that being said, guys, I know obviously when we say African prints, we all know what African prints are, but then how much of an in-depth is it? Because I feel like a lot of people just feel like, oh, African print from Africa, we just wear it. But this is what we're going to do today, guys. We're going to talk a little bit more about African print, being that, okay, how it's evolved.
Yeah.
So with that being said, what is your take on like African print in the sense of definition?
Well, African prints they've come a long way from those days of tie and dye, when people actually just soak white clothes into and bring out, different prints.
Guys, I told him that. He just saved my life.
What do you mean by it?
He just saved my life.
No. But to be honest, it has come a long way from there. And nowadays, people actually use them in different pieces and forms to make different kind of outfits. Before, back in the days, maybe our great grandparents, when they do this tie and dye, they actually just tie, a cloth around them and all that. But now it's evolved into like a very big fashion statement in the world.
And before we get into like obviously how it's evolved, like African print, as we know, in the name is from Africa.
Yeah.
But a lot of people just know, like someone said to me the other day, African print is done in Asia. Why is it African print? I'm like, we're not talking about where it's being produced, we're talking about the whole concept of how it came about.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know, but African print is actually a very traditional thing.
Yeah.
It is tradition, it's culture. That's why it's called African print. It came from Africa.
Yeah, it's just
it's the beautiful colors of Africa.
Exactly.
That makes the print.
Exactly. It's just almost the same way you associate the Indian saris with
Just
with the
because it's
Indians.
produced in Asia.
Yeah, so it's African print is basically African concept all the way.
So obviously, with that being said, we're talking about how African print is like evolved. Now we don't just use it as a traditional thing anymore. Like, one of the things where you say, oh, this is my culture and this is what we do. But now it's like a global thing. We're talking about what amazing things you can do with African print.
Yeah, that brings us
Starting
to
with this suit.
yeah, that brings us to how we style African prints, how you can style it. Like just as this beautiful lady is here, she's wearing this suit. You can mix and match it with different other prints and fabrics, and it comes out, pretty lovely, like this.
I mean, it's so funny because, when you think about go back to like maybe, I don't know, a few years ago,
Yeah.
usually people are not even very open to like wearing African print. You
Yeah.
will see that maybe like parties, like
like
But
you
now
go into an
people
African
rock
party
it,
or
like,
something.
I have different crop tops in African print and I just wear them on jeans and I'm out of the house. Like that's how cool they have.
They are very
and you
cool
have
now.
people that are not like from African stuff, and they go like, that is so
Well,
cool,
you can,
I
you,
want
you-
that.
yeah, you can imagine when people like Beyonce and Rihanna are wearing it, then you can tell that is really, really a
God.
very good
And
statement.
speaking of not just the celebrating, now let's take it to the brands. We have big designer brands that
Yeah.
have taken African print and use it as part of their collection.
Exactly.
To actually design. I mean, Burberry's done it.
Yeah. I mean-
Chanel's done it.
Yeah.
And then there was the thing that they did in River Island last
Yeah,
year.
even the high street brands, all of them do
Yeah.
it. Top Man, River Island, all of them do it, and
But
it's
we've
really
been
nice.
taking it from like actually just using the print, just taking the print and putting on different kind of materials.
Yeah.
Like I've actually seen that like on a satin, which was like that is crazy. Like we're going places, like
We're really doing good. We're evolving really nice, and that's a brilliant. Shout out to all the African designers out there that are doing their thing.
Shout out to me.
Yeah,
Shout out to
they're putting out all these African, making it all go very, very big. Big ups to you guys.
No, I think like definitely. I even see it as just like Mr. Koranteng was saying the other day. I've seen some people that are actually making it into like proper suit now, like
Yeah.
the whole African print to use it as different kind of clothing.
I mean,
Now
look at-
even
just look
take
at this.
Outside of the box, like people use it as a formal like red carpet attire. They
Yeah.
look a proper dress.
Yeah.
All in African print. and
Exactly.
it looks stunning. Like what a way to represent
Very, very amazing. And
So now what I wanted to know is,
Yeah.
do you think like maybe in future, how far do you think African print?
Of course. This is just only the beginning, because thousands of years down the line, we'll even be evolving into different concepts. Then you will see maybe an African designer in the mainstream. People like Tom Ford. There will be an African name, maybe Kwame Koranteng. I keep getting his name wrong. I keep getting his name wrong.
You're not the only one, so I think we give you a pass.
Okay, forgive me, Kwame.
The whole night I was up trying to sound Koranteng. Like, you cannot interview someone and get the name wrong. Like, so I was up all night going Koranteng. I finally got it right, so I'll let you know.
All right.
Koranteng. Like tank.
Koranteng. Oh, okay.
You're Ghanaian, like you have to do Koranteng.
Oh, Koranteng. Okay, my apologies.
So we got it. Guys, you know what, as always, it's always a pleasure doing this segment with you guys. I have so much fun doing this with you.
Every time. I wake up every morning and I'm like looking forward to
Okay, it's not every
the next.
morning. I don't
No.
Let
Me finish.
see you every morning. No. Just what I said, guys. Before you make me think I was see you every morning. But anyway, that is it, guys.
All right, guys.
Of the show. Make sure you come back next time because we're gonna have more fabulous topic for you. And as always, check out more on the website www.goldivafabshow.com.
Lovely.
Yeah, that's it, guys. See you soon.
Tune in next week.
Bye-bye.
See you. Bye.
Our style icon for the week is Folarin Falana, aka Fowls the Bad Guy. Fowls is an artist, an actor, and a comedic act. A lot of us know his music. He's got amazing music in the recent years that has been blowing our speakers that we love. And just from his movies as well and his staging, he's done amazing work in the music industry. But it is also a very big fashion icon. I believe he dresses like on point. He's always swagged up. Like, he stands out for me as an artist. He stands out from the rest of the artists that I know in terms of fashion, his style, how he combines and everything. And he's one of the few Nigerian celebrities that I feel works very well with color. Like, he is always combining the most amazing colors, and it doesn't look too much. He just does this so effortlessly, and he's always like just revamping himself. You never know what he's gonna wear next. Like, he's just always on point, and he stays trendy and just very fashionable. And for this reason, Falz, the bad guy, bad is our style icon for the week. So that's it, guys, for this episode of the Goldiva Fab Show. Thank you so much for tuning in. I want to say a very big thank you to my special fabulous guest, Mr. Kwame Koranteng, and also to my team. But thank you for watching today, and until next time, stay fabulous!